video games logged, ready to go.
I know the one video game that Chris has logged because
What the fuck? What is that even? What?
No. Listen, I'm on my plane coming home, right? And I got the dumb Wi-Fi that was like $40. It's $40 now for this Wi-Fi. It's outrageous, but I bought it anyway because you can't play Mario Run without paying for Wi-Fi.
Hold on.
Which is ridiculous.
Nick's about to try and incriminate me, so I have to.
No!
quickly,
I have the floor. I have the floor.
quickly-
What is going on?
You claimed the other day. that
Senator, you need to wait for your time.
You claimed the other day that you paid for like the $3 instant messaging version of Wi-Fi.
Well, I did. I both.
So now you're saying
well,
you paid
I did both.
$40
Here's
so
the
you
thing.
can play Mario.
I bought the messaging.
So whatever it is you're about to say.
I love it now.
I see.
Now you
paid
yield.
too
You
much.
yield now.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't incriminate me with.
Continue.
That's completely unrelated.
All right.
Anyway,
I yield the floor.
so I bought the messaging, and then I realized you can't play Mario Run offline. So I bought the Wi-Fi, and I pull up the thing. And it says, "Oh, you have a friend request or whatever." And I went, "Oh, it's Chris Remo. Finally, we connected because we had all these weird friend code issues."
Yeah.
But it finally worked. And I went to play the friend thing for the first time, which is just like friendly run. Just do a friendly run with your friend, your best bud. You have 9,999 toads. I told Chris the other day it was like I have like a regular football team, and Chris has like 9,000 dudes just taking the field.
I like that your analogy to what it's like when the other person has 9,000 things is like, it's like if I had a normal number and you had 9,000 of them.
It's true though.
I like that you didn't.
Any
The analogy
version
was
of
not.
that.
It was like it's like if I had a football team and then you took the barricades down and the entire stadium mobbed the field. That's the analogy. But it's like I had a football team size and you had the exact integer that you actually have.
Well, in this analogy, technically, Jake, in the football version, it's only 9,000. Whereas my toads are
999 other ones couldn't fit into the stadium.
Well, no,
It's
it's
a
in the
small
rule book.
stadium.
That's the most you can have
Oh, right.
on the field at any given time, which I didn't know. I thought you have 12. But no, Chris has 9,000.
Yeah, well, what are you going to do?
It's not a very friendly run.
I
Just going for a friendly run with my 9,000 friends.
didn't name the run.
Yeah, well.
And they are his friends, in that they have sworn their allegiance to him
Yeah, right.
by divine rule.
Okay,
Yeah,
you
they
know
were,
what?
They were pressed into service.
No, seriously, this game...
You mean Super Mario Run?
No, sorry. Okay, I have to say. So a while ago, like a month ago, Jake, you and I were talking about these like subtle ways in which Mario's imperialistic tendencies are demonstrated.
Did
in
we
this
talk
game?
about that on the podcast?
No.
Okay, so this is an important sort of observation of the text of just sort of the Super Mario canon. If you go to the original Super Mario Brothers, where Mario sort of is it seems like he's implicitly tasked with freeing the Mushroom Kingdom from the rule of King Koopa, and like because you get to the end of each level. And he takes down the flag outside the castle. Like he lowers the flag of his oppressor. Mm-hmm. And we realize that in New Super Mario Brothers, he takes down the flag and then he fucking puts up an M flag. That's like you've tipped over into like dictator into like I liberated you, me Mario. Notice my flag that says Mario because I liberated you and maybe I rule you now.
Yeah, here's the thing.
Maybe it's Mario
At the time
time.
we were talking about it, I wasn't deep enough into the game. Didn't have my football field of toads yet. So I wasn't actually aware of how much that is not just like one funny detail, but actually the entire game. Once I started digging into the kingdom builder mode, I'm like, wait a second. I am literally like enlisting toads to build my king. Like I am attracting
it's insane.
a populace. Like these are my subjects who I am like winning somehow to my kingdom. And then on top of that, like you segregate them by color. They all live in their own houses that are with colors tied to their color of their skin. There's basically Mario is running an apartheid state.
Well, he's just keeping things organized and efficient, so that then when the rebuilding is done, he can give the king and princess their kingdom back. But it's
What
just
king? He's the fucking emperor
Listen,
now.
Chris, there's
No.
a threat, and it needs to be neutralized.
Mario's
and
just
Mario's
got-
gonna take care of it all.
He's just got a little more
keep
work
the
to do.
Toads in the right houses until we can all figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
Right? We just have to figure out what's going on.
Right.
And
When the
then
threat is neutralized,
and then the
everyone
Toads-
can come together, can all live in the same house.
Yeah.
Mario's been promising them pizza tonight for 30 years.
Mario's campaign promises pizza tonight. Threats will be neutralized. It's a me, Mario.
That's it. Good night.
Vote
Thank
for
you
me.
so nice.
Vote, yeah, thanks. Yeah, right.
Return to your homes.
Thank you.
Return to your segregated homes.
Right.
I'll return to my level 2 castle, which I hope will have turned into a fucking level 3 castle.
Oh, my castle's whatever the highest castle.
Yeah.
My castle looks like
You're the man in the high. You're the Mario in the high castle. In other words, Chris.
My castle looks like the fucking castle at Shanghai Disneyland. It's ridiculous.
But I feel like the sort of the Ollie Moss Mario canon is actually revealing itself to be totally true.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, you mean the?
Which was the version where
Yeah, look at this fucking castle.
Jesus.
Look at this thing.
eventually they're gonna have to add like zoom out functionality. Ollie's Mario canon, which was that just there are many great battles that eventually resolve themselves in the deep future, at which point they can all just hang out and go to parties and play sports together.
Right.
And then
Right, well, to clarify, because I don't know if we've actually talked about this at length on this podcast.
I think we have.
Have we? Okay. Well,
Maybe
just
we
to
haven't.
quickly summarize.
To get into the
idea-
true Mario lore.
Yeah, the idea is that there were Mushroom Kingdom conflicts between Mario and Bowser and everyone else, and there were actual real conflicts, but also in games such as Super Mario Brothers 3, these conflicts were dramatized in later eras in which Peace had already returned to the Mushroom Kingdom.
Yeah.
After which,
Yes.
they all become friends and play tennis.
Yeah,
and race
in
carts.
Ollie's canon, since Mario 3 has been confirmed, I think, by Miyamoto to be a stage play, Mario 3 is actually the retelling of Mario's 1 through whatever the fictional one is that takes place after. Like, I like that. Well, for a while there, it felt like it was just Bowser took over a bunch and then Mario defeated him, but then they all became friends. But I feel like Nintendo has secretly been introducing, like, the second act that we didn't predict, which is actually the rise of Mario. And then the reason that everyone comes back together is because the implied ultimate conflict here is the game that we'll never see. Why won't you show us this game, Nintendo? Where Princess Peach and Bowser have to take down the like despotic Mario, and then he's like, "What did I become?" And then they all realize they've all had their rise and fall. Then they can be friends.
Is it possible that Wario is somehow worked into this in a way that
I feel like-
we haven't expected?
Yeah,
like,
well,
is Wario actually Mario?
Oh no!
Is he just the Mussolini
you guys,
Wario?
You guys, in this game. Okay, I played this.
In this game, Mario becomes Mario.
No,
Like what?
No, I totally forgot about
In this game, President Zogu becomes Zog.
No, I'm glad I wasn't holding my coffee cup just now because I would have fucking usual suspected it all over the ground. I realized this was like weeks ago that I noticed this. I play this game 99% of the time without audio because that's just what I do.
Okay.
But I like one day I had headphones in and I was using the sound effects, and Mario fucking in this game, he says Mario is number 1.
Oh yeah.
He literally talks.
Oh, that's the wrong character.
like Wario
Yeah.
and Waluigi now.
Yeah.
He actually is.
Yeah.
Like this is like truly he is becoming a megalomaniacal.
Yeah, he's just gonna like
He's like Mario and he's like Wario and Waluigi, but with actual power and ability.
Yeah, so hopefully the end of this game is like Mario being fed food by all the toads who are thanking him and then just getting fat.
Yeah. Well, hopefully he looks in the mirror and he realizes that he looks like Wario all along.
Yeah,
And
that's
you
like,
know, like
this
hopefully
is an
it's-
even deeper
yeah.
like Inception level continuity where Wario is actually a like far future version of Mario.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
yeah, no,
Nick
that's
was proposing.
Oh,
Yeah, no, that's
oh,
right.
Nick was proposing
okay.
that
Okay.
Yeah,
Mario,
you're 10 minutes behind, Chris. We're already
Mario's
into, like,
rise
That's right, I
into like
misunderstood.
into a horrible world leader is actually like at one point
But you mean he's literally the same person?
he just
Yeah,
becomes
yeah,
Mario.
yeah,
yeah,
No,
yeah.
the second act is that he
And then
becomes
Wario-
Mario, and then Wario is taken down. in the far future by I don't know, Princess Peach or
By
something.
Princess Peach
Yeah.
and
Right.
Bowser.
Yeah.
But I mean, Wario exists in the same continuity as Mario at the same time. So Wario
Well, that's 'cause
must
there's a
have like
time
Well, there's
hole.
also
there's like some
actor
kind
Mario.
of wormhole or something, which.
There's actor Mario as well. You have to keep in mind that
so-
Mario 3
so
Mario
Wario-
is not real Mario.
So
it's
Wario-
it's the famous actor playing Mario.
Right. So Wario, aka Old Mario, in the style of like
AKA
Old
Dishonored
Snake.
Mario.
Yeah, Dishonored Mario hires a like younger, slimmer actor
Right.
to portray his younger self.
Exactly.
When he still went by
Yeah.
the name Mario.
It's my hope that
Yeah.
that started off as like propaganda Mario, like that would still show up in
Right,
videos.
yeah.
But
This
then
is what I
eventually,
look like.
sort of after
Yeah, yeah.
after society rebuilds itself, he then just becomes the sort of he portrays
Right.
Mario.
It could also
in
be his son,
Mario.
Mario.
Could
We
be.
don't know, but
God,
you
where
know,
does
there's a
that-
there's a gap
that makes-
there. We're
that
not
makes
because
Luigi-
there is Baby Mario, right?
that
So
makes-
Baby Mario,
Oh, true.
you know,
Well, Baby Mario
grows up into Mario that fights Wario, who was Mario.
It's Jesus.
This.
Have you guys played Super Mario Land: The Six Golden Coins on the Game Boy?
Yes.
I mean, I have, but so long ago.
Ollie
that I
is
don't.
convinced that that is somehow secretly a later game as well, because in that Mario is definitely like super money hungry, but then also there's a level off in the side called Mario Zone that is like a 50-foot high robot of Mario, which
Oh, I remember that.
so I feel
yeah.
like that also could land in somehow in this lore. Anyway,
I think Wario is in that game
No-
as well, isn't he?
yes, Wario is
Yeah.
the villain in that.
Yes.
I don't know. This is okay. It's getting
Okay,
dangerous.
Now it's getting weird, but yeah.
So here's an.
Although,
here's-
well, if Wario has created the Mario Zone, then that implies that what that game actually is your son
Yes.
Mario
yeah, no, that's true. That could be a
trying to
later game
take
then.
you out.
Right. Yeah. He's raising funds.
Yes.
Uh,
If you assume that Wario is the original Mario who then became corrupted, and his son Mario is working to take him out, I feel like there actually could be a proper entire continuity that would track.
yeah.
yeah, I think so.
You could construct a tree.
I feel like there's
That would
someone on a
probably make
forum who would
sense.
help us with this.
There's also I don't know how I haven't yet determined how Luigi and Waluigi fit into this sort of timeline.
That's way
But
more
definitely-
tragic, however it works.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, for sure.
Or
No,
they're two separate characters. It's way better.
Okay,
If,
No,
I
yeah,
think,
no, if they-
I
yeah.
think they are. They may well be two separate characters.
It's
but
funnier.
Aside from the plot elements, the actual
Okay.
emotional arc of Luigi makes so much more sense and is even more sad and a bummer. Because here's the thing about Luigi in this game, and correct me if I'm like factually wrong about the mechanics here. I don't know if you guys have unlocked Luigi in this
yeah.
game. Okay, so do you use him? Because I
No,
only
I don't
play
use
with him.
Luigi.
Really? Okay.
I would never be that cruel.
But see, here's the thing. As far as I can tell, and again, like someone correct me if I'm wrong about this. As far as I can tell, Luigi is strictly better than Mario. He is identical to Mario, except he can jump higher.
Everybody's
He is
better than Mario in that game, which is the weird thing.
Not really.
I don't think Toad's
no, that's
better.
not true. Because
not better?
yeah, because other characters can't necessarily like not all the other characters can like Toad can't use a mushroom to get bigger and then have.
Well, that's the way that they're limiting you. But can Luigi?
So Toad
haven't-
essentially has one hit point in a way
Yeah.
that Mario doesn't. But my point is that Luigi can do literally everything that Mario can do, but also can jump higher. He's
Right.
actually better than Mario,
Right,
but he's
so-
still portrayed as this
so
like sad loser.
In this lore where Mario in this super truly important lore that we've finally pieced together,
Yeah.
where Mario rises up and becomes a dictator and then slowly turns into Wario, what I think happens is Luigi goes into the castle one day and Mario has just brought in Waluigi. Where it's like, this is my friend Waluigi, and then Luigi just is like, oh, I am your brother Luigi, oh, and then he just leaves.
Yeah.
Like Luigi just gets replaced by a lankier, more evil Luigi, when like who becomes, I guess, like the like shitty Grand Vizier character in this relationship, I guess, like
Yeah, of
slash minion. But then regular Luigi is just sort of like, oh, just walking around sad,
Right.
Having been, like he watched his brother transform
Yeah.
into this horrible man. And then he himself just gets replaced by like a shittier,
I
evil
mean, that
version
explains
of
why
himself.
he's such a sad sack.
Yeah.
You can see the scene where he like calls to Yoshi, like, "Come on, Yoshi! Come on, Yoshi!" And Yoshi's like, and then just turns to Mario and just walks in with Mario. You know, like
Yeah,
calling the
sure.
dog.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I mean, again,
yeah,
Luigi is better than Mario.
yeah.
Mechanically speaking, so like really,
But he should stay pure as good Luigi through the entire duration of this.
yeah.
And then at one point he'll beat Waluigi at tennis, and Luigi will feel good about it, and no one will notice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good that Super Mario Run has this, like, I feel like this kind of really deep narrative layering is really what truly keeps people coming back
Yeah.
to mobile games
Okay.
like this. No,
No,
matter
I
how,
do. I love
you
lore.
gotta
know
have
what?
that
You know
working
what?